In this very quick video guide, I want to show you Blender 3D. Now, I'm not gonna go too deep with the explanation of the various tools, but I want to show you a little bit of the interface. And also before this, I want to show you how easy and fast it is to download this software. And it's also completely free, so you can download it, install it for free within minutes. So the first thing that you want to do is go to the web, of course, and we will search for, well, this is our channel here, and if you want to search other videos about Blender, just type Blender. Or also we have other video courses on similar software, 3D software like 3ds Max or Cinema 4D. You will find everything here in the playlists. At the top you will find English video courses. Now let's search for Blender. So I will type Blender 3D, and this will give me the results for this software here, and you can see that it's used for movies, for 3D animation, and also for character design. Well, it's for video games. You can use these with a lot of purposes. You can see here architecture, interior design, and video game again, terrain modeling and sculpting. So it's you can really use this for many purposes. Okay, let's get back to the results here, and this is the main website. Here is www.blender.org. So if I click here, or I can just directly go to the download page, but let's go here. There you go. So this is the latest version right now, and probably in August we will see Blender 3, and we will make more videos about Blender 3. But in this case we have to download this Blender 2.92, which is the latest version. So if we click here, or where basically from the main page, you can also click here on the top, you will find the download page, and you can see this is available for many operative systems like Windows or Mac or Linux. So you can download this, and also you can see the source code, because this is open source, so you can access the source code. And well, basically you just click here and it's gonna start to download. Yeah, so you have to pick a folder where you want to download this. In my case, I have downloaded this in the download folder, and there you see it, I already downloaded, so I will not do it again. This is an installation package, an installation application, so you double click on this, and this is just a wizard that I will show you right away. This is the wizard right here, so you just click next, 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 choose a directory, which is a folder where you want to install it, and that's it. It's really within minutes to download and install. It's around 160 megabyte, if I remember correctly. So it's pretty fast to download, pretty fast to install, and again, within like 5 minutes, you will have everything at your disposal. Right now, I will exit the wizard because I have already downloaded Blender. So I will just show you here where to open it up. So you can open it probably from the desktop. You will find a shortcut icon. Otherwise, you go here to the start menu, or well, if you don't find it, you can just say, okay, search for this Blender. There you go. So you will find it in many ways. Let's open up another scene. I will close down this previous scene here without saving. Okay, now I can set here the language. In my case, I think English is the best for me, but I also can see here that there are some in progress, like Italian in my case, so this could be interesting in the future. And also you have some shortcuts set up that you can do. Well, I think that right now you should really leave it like as it is, or here you also can change the theme. So this is Blender Dark. You have also Blender Light, but I will keep this as it is. Okay, now you can create a new file from here. like general file, 2D animation, sculpting, VFX, video editing. You can choose one of these, or you can just start from the one that you see in the background there. Now let's select, for example, sculpting to start with something more interesting. Now this is a sphere here, and I'm already in the sculpting interface. So this is the sculpting interface right here. I can see the tools and I can start to sculpt right away. And this is pretty something similar to what Matbox does. It's another sculpting application that you can find in English video courses here. You will find the Matbox video course if you are interested. So you can either use Blender or Matbox. Okay, now this is just an example. I don't want to get to the tools. So if I want to create a new one, I can go to anytime to File, New, let's say General this time. So this is the standard, and also the starter interface. Now I have the drop-down menus here. I have the different types of interfaces that I can set depending on what I have to do. So if I have to model, I would probably select modeling, and this is again polygonal modeling like 3ds Max, like Maya, like Cinema 4D. They all do this type of modeling, which is based on faces, vertices, edges. Then we have the sculpting, the UE editing for the mapping of the materials and the textures, texture paint for painting textures, shading, animation, rendering, compositing. So everything is well organized, and you can use these ready-made interfaces for you. All right, now let's get back to the standard one, which is layout. And in the left part, we have these toolbars that, for example, here I can use for moving my object or rotating. This is just, of course, an example, and this will change depending on what you need to do, as you can see. And in the right part, instead, we have this kind of navigator or scene explorer. This is pretty similar to what you find in Cinema 4D on Maya. So you have all these the objects in the scene, which can be a camera, can be an object, which can be polygonal, and here it has a material assigned, so I can check the material as well, and the light, so I can access all the elements in my scene. And once I have selected from directly the scene by clicking with the left mouse or right here in the Explorer, I can edit that element. So if I can change this light, for example, and call it light light 1, for example. Yeah, and we can change its parameters. Now each object has its own parameters. So for example, here I can change the intensity or the color and so on, talking about the light. The camera has its own parameters, the objects have their own. So right here below, you just can see the parameters. So depending on what you have to do, you have different panels with different parameters. And the last part of the interface is this bottom part, which is the timeline for the animation. And this is common to many applications to have the timeline right there at the bottom. Another thing I can do is right click, and with the right click I can access to other tools and commands. This is kind of pop-up menu for you. And also we have this nice tool here which looks like the view cube for Autodesk products, for 3ds Max or AutoCAD, Maya, and so on. They all have this view cube right here at the top. And also we have some navigation tools here like zooming, panning, and choosing the cameras, switch from perspective to 2D. Well, this is it for this video. This is just an introduction. Stay tuned, subscribe to our channel to see more videos in the future about Blender, but also about other really interesting software for modeling, rendering, but also other stuff that we will publish. And in the videos sections here. If you want to support us with a small donation, you can use this link and also through the store. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.